All praises to Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Kakrakadash. Praise your holy name. Yes, yes, yes. We like to give double honors to them elders at Great Millstone, on down to them youngins that's preaching this word sincerely with no gimmicks. And also all the brethren through the camps that's a part of that hopeful 144 elect that's preaching this word sincerely. And this is the Tempter. Yes, yes, yes. The crafty one. We know him as Satan. Satan, the adversary, plots against one who opposites, plotter, the adversary. Yes, yes, the adversary. Satan, the adversary, plot against one who's opposite. Plotter, he's a plotter, proper name of the supreme evil spirit. Slanderer, one of the angels sent by Yahweh for the specific purpose of blocking or obstructing human activity. Adversity, unfriendly opponent, enemy, hostile opponent, an opponent, a rival, hostile, contrary, turn against, unfavorable, turn back, convert, transform, be changed, a person, a group, or force that's opposite or attacks, enemy, foe. So we know that Satan, he comes and attacks in all type of ways. You're a gang member. You're an ex-gang member. He come in a dream with gang members attacking you. Something. You surrounded by gang members. You wake up in a sweat. He attack you by dreams. You had a lustful spirit out there with the women, lots of women. You try to put lots of women in your life for a distraction. Dreams about being famous. You was trying to be famous before you got in the word. Dreams of terror. Had terror dreams. Dreams of dying. Dreams of anything that keep you on edge. Like the brother said earlier, his main goal is to get you out the truth or to curse the Most High name. Curse the Most High out. You don't want to do that, And then, you're lost then, So that's his main object, So Satan, he will attack you in your dreams for what you lust after, and since we've been here, reincarnation after reincarnation, we came here, we've been here before, so believe me, Satan know your weak spots. He know your weak things, because he been here before too, after you, he been on assignment to get you the last time you was here, so he know your weaknesses, Say that you're an ex-drug dealer. He will give you drug dealing dreams. You back in the game on the block with your old connect, having dreams, then you thinking like, man, how I'm gonna make it, through Jacob's trouble, and when they cut the currency, maybe I could sell some dope. Put all type of ideals in your head, since, we ain't gonna have money and they gonna have digital currency, you being an ex-drug dealer, you like, man, you thinking he putting ideals on your head, dope gonna always sell, he trying to get you back out the truth into some witchcraft, the traffic, the money, the hoes, that come with the drug dealer. Put it so close to you that, you're close to, a drug dealer. You might live next to, 3 doors down or something, by a drug dealer. You start seeing his action, and you thinking, man, I used to do that, and the customers are getting on your nerves. You telling yourself, I can do better job of selling dope than that dummy. I was smoother, way slicker, way groovier than this fool. So Satan put it back in your eye, in your head, to try to sell drugs again. He's the tempter. He's sneaky than the motherfucker. Say that you didn't mind fighting, if somebody talks shit to you, people, you're a brawler, you're a squabber, you don't mind getting down, He put a shit talk on you that you can whoop his ass quick, a shit talker that you can whoop his ass. But this guy, every time he come around, he talk a little shit to you, the tempter, And every now and then, at the wrong time, this little shit talker got something smart to say about you, call you a weirdo, and you having, to play like you don't even hear them, and keep stepping, you're trying to keep your patience, but the tempter is tempting you. He's testing you. Yes. Or somebody smoking cigarettes you can't stand, secondhand smoke, but you gotta deal with it, Every time you open your door, your house or your apartment, you gotta smell the smoke, It stink to you. You can't stand the smell of them, but you gotta deal with it, The tempter is tempting you. You used to chase women and get a lot of sex, and now you're single and don't get no sex, and every woman you see, making you lust after them, so, you used to getting a lot of women, but now you in the truth, so now you don't get a lot of women, so when you do see women that they half naked now, you know how they dress, and you lusting after them. Even the ugly ones. You used to having big money, now you don't have shit. You're broker than a motherfucker, The tempter is tempting you with money, Oh man, you can get some money this way, or you can get it this way. The tempter. Anything you used to do in the world before you got in the truth, he gonna put it right back in your face, He's someone not to take lightly, He can sink you like a ship if you ain't careful, Have your mind on some real bullshit. Clever, cunning, the master of his trade, Satan, the tempter. We'll get down to these precepts though. So you be careful of Satan, Don't think that he's somebody that, you can just disregard. No. You think the Most High got him, working for him, Most High sends him wherever he goes. He's one of the Most High's people, on the left-hand side, and he sends him to test people, to see if you're going to stay in the truth, if you're strong enough. So the tempter is the field to try out. One who solicits to sin, who's trying to solicit you to sin. That which entices to evil of the devil, flesh, test, try, touch, draw or entice to evil or sin. Lure someone from Yahweh's law. Seductive, to provoke, attempt to influence. explainable only as ancient error due to some confusion. So, the crafty one, he's the tempter, and he's going to do his job well, so it's up to you to fight, fight this good fight, stay in the truth, don't get all upset and all, you got to be in it to win it. You can't let him, seduce you or sway you up out of this truth. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh thy power had made. That Yahweh thy power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, has Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree in the garden? So he asking her questions, he in her ear, That's what Satan do. He get in your ear. He get in your mind, tempting you, to draw out or entice to evil or sin. Genesis 3:15. And I will put empathy between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So who you think he gonna put empathy between us? Satan, the devil. He gonna sick him on us. So go get him, do your job, do what you may. Do what you gotta do. Between thy seed and her seed, So between you give a woman your seed, and she have a baby, and he put empathy between y'all. You not getting along with your daughter or your son, because it's prophecy. He said it. So Satan, is there, in your son or your daughter mind, and in yours also. Isaiah 14:12-14. Now art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. How art thou cut down to the ground, which thou weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt thy throne above the stars of the power. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou hast been brought down to hell, to the side of the pit. They that see thee shall narrow look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? Yes. So Satan, he in the mind of Esau, to do wicked, That's all Esau knows. So Esau, he think because he put satellites in the sky, and he can, ride airplanes, through the clouds, that, he gonna be like the Most High. That's Satan fooling, Esau Edom. He's very slick. He's very clever. He's very cunning. Yes, he is. Don't you slip on him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't you get too loose like a goose. Stay praying, stay fasting. Matthew 4:1-4. Then was Yahweh led up
on the spirit unto the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he has fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterwards hungry. And when the tempter came to him and said, if thou be the Son of the power, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh. Yes. So the tempter even tried to tempt Yahweh Shai, and the servant is no better than the master, So we're gonna have to go through what Yahweh Shai went through. So the devil, he gonna be on our coattail. He gonna be on our neck, tempting, attacking you in your dreams at night. John 13 and 27. And after the Satan entered into him, then said Yahweh Shai unto him, that thou dost do quickly. Yes. So Yahweh Shai knew that he was going to be betrayed by one of the 12, So he said that thou do it quickly, because he knew, Satan, he'd get in you quick, and whisper something in your ear, and if you ain't grounded, and ready for it, you might slip at the tongue, or say something wrong, You gotta be on ready at all times. That's why you gotta pray and stay fasting, because the tempter is out here tempting. That's his job. And he's very good at it. He ain't no pushover. Acts 5, 1 through 4. But a certain man named Ananias with Sapnariah his wife sold a possession and kept back part of the price. His wife also being privately to it, and bought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan filled thy heart to lie? Satan filled his mind to lie, that quick, he done sold his possession, and that quick Satan got in his mind, keep half of it, keep a part of it, and then give some to them, you don't have to give it to them all. Why has Satan filled thy heart to lie to the Holy Ghost, and to keep back part of the price of the land while it remained? Was it not thy own? And after it was sold, was it not thy own power? Has not thou conceived this thing in thy heart? Thou hast not lied unto man, but unto Yahweh. And Ananias heard these words, fell down and gave up the ghost. And great fear came of all them that heard these things. So Satan, he's a clever, quick, he'll get in your mind quickly, he roaming around the earth. He'll jump in and jump out, Yes, he will, He like, right now, he prayed up right now, I can't touch him right now. He just got off his fast, watch out, but I'm going to hit him when he weak. I'm gonna get him around the corner. I got something else in store for him. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You know, so we're not ignorant of his devices. So we gotta be careful. We're watching. We're watchmen. So we always watching, being careful. Because we know, this flesh is weak. And bound to go off. Ephesians 2:2. Where then in any time past ye walking according to the course of this world, according to the prince of powers of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. So where in the time past ye walked according to the course of this world. So, before we got into this truth, when we was walking, hand in hand with Satan, he was all in our mind, do this, do that, It wasn't nothing he could tell us that we wasn't down with. According to the prince of power of the air, the spirit that now working in the children of disobedience, you disobedient, when you listening to Satan, and when Satan got you trapped, and he all in your mind, all in your ear with the bullshit. Ephesians 6:10. We're gonna read a few scriptures now. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh and in the power of his might. But put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in its high places. Yes. That spiritual wickedness, you know who that is. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand, standing therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet strode with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, take the shield of faith, wherein with we shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. Yes. So we gotta stay in this word, We gotta keep a hold on to it, Yes. Just like the way Jake loved his woman, he loved her, he do anything for her, or another man look at her wrong and he on her. What you looking at? What you looking at, Bill? That's how we gotta hold on to this word, we gotta hold on to it, day and night, stay in the scriptures, stay studying. Because Satan staying on his mind, he's staying on the grind. He's the tempter, He's here to try you out, One who solicits to sin, he's trying to get you to sin, That which entices to evil of the devil, flesh. 1 Thessalonians 2:18. Wherefore we would have come unto you, even I, Paul, once and again, but Satan hindered us. So Satan hindered Paul from going somewhere. Yes, the mighty Paul, you know. Yes, yes, yes. Satan hindered him from going somewhere. Just like he can hinder you. And hinder, we looked up hinder, is to harm, to injure, repress, to keep back, to put or keep back. Yes, yes, yes. So Satan hinders people of doing things. That's why you gotta be very careful, not too proud, always, being watchful, you know. Second Thessalonians 2:8-9. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yes, yes, yes. And that's us, we're the Most High mouthpieces, that's what we're doing. He's being, consumed with the spirit of his mouth, and we're his mouthpieces. We're out here, preaching this word, giving it to him. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders, So we know the wicked will be revealed. We know that's Esau. When we're going to see that, he going to be revealed. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan. So Satan was working on his ass. Believe me, do this, do that. All by Yahweh Shai giving them them commands. Yahweh giving them commands. Go ahead and do this. We got to make sure this prophecy, come to hand. So, work on them Edomites. Work on Esau. Second Timothy 2:26. And that they may recover themselves out of the snares of the devil who are taken captive. We're going to go to 25 first. 24. And the servants of Yahweh must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teaching, patience, in meekness, instruction, those that oppose themselves. If Yahweh peradventure will give them repentance to the knowledge of the truth, and that they may recover themselves out of the snares of the devil, the traps, yes, the traps of the tempter, after taking captive at his will. So we gotta watch the snares, them traps that the devil got set up, You think the Most High got just anybody working for him? No. The Most High got the cleverness, the powerfulness, them angels know how to do their job up there, If he tell an angel slaughter 20,000 of them, he gonna come down here and slaughter 20,000, So the tempter is nobody to be played with. That's why we got to stay fasting and praying and rebuking him, because he's gonna come. That's his job to do what he do, and it's our job to stay bold in this word, and don't fall out the truth, and never ever raise your lips to curse the Most High. So we're going to give all praises to Barak Adai Yahweh, Barak Adai Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Krakadash. Barak Adai Yahweh, Barak Adai Yahweh Shah.
Shalom, brothers.